Hey Mandan, you gotta watch our surface rust removal video. How to remove it from chrome, baby. I can send you the link. Red Runner Garage. Do so. Tell all your friends.
Please do.
If you haven't subscribed. Where are we headed? Well, you tell me.
We are off to Mandon's for you guys to see a surprise project that we are going to dive into.
What's the make of this thing?
I have no idea.
What size is the engine?
I'm guessing a 50.
Have you seen it, Austin?
No, does it run or what's?
It is not currently running.
Has Mandan tried?
No.
Well, sounds like a good challenge.
Rob, this freaking project, like, love projects. Can't get enough.
Where are we going?
This is the scooter shack. I generally describe it as I have an unhealthy scooter addiction.
By unhealthy, are we about to see what you mean?
Yes.
Probably depends on who you're asking.
Yeah, where are we going after this?
Yeah.
To get a scooter.
Oh, are you picking up another one?
Possibly.
Provided the guy falls for our sales negotiating tactics.
It was right back there. With the sissy bar? It's not a chopper though?
No, we're going to have to move some stuff to get it out.
She's a beaut, Clark! She's a beaut!
This is a true moped because it's got the pedals. It's ostrich or snake?
Snake.
Puddle cutters.
Moped.
Look at this. Dude,
Yeah,
that's so funny. I haven't had a chance to even
boy.
dig into it.
Is that throttle?
It looks like it's a gear.
Definitely like a gear.
I thought we just had to connect up a spark plug wire. Get this thing going.
You wish.
Look at the blinkers. Wait, these are blinkers? Looks like their lights, or their eyes light up. You got the skulls.
Pull that gas cap off and
Oh god. I just pull it? Oh, yeah, okay. Empty.
smell it.
I can't, my nose is clogged.
Half gas, half varnish.
Make sure you use proper oil mixture in the gas.
So two-stroke.
Oh, the exhaust told me that.
Oh yeah. Please! For the love of God!
One thing I noticed, this looks to be like a Michigan license. It says it expires April 30th of 2022, so I'm hoping that means this thing was running at least in the last 5 years or so. But I don't know how long these license tags last. So, we'll see.
Put that back together for some structural support.
What do we got to weld? Oh,
What do you think this is?
It's holding something.
Like a light, you think, maybe?
something, like some kind of clip.
I don't know.
Handlebar clamp.
All right, welcome back. Hey, you guys, we are back from Mandan's. Obviously, we need to go around this thing, get our eyeballs on it and see what it needs. I don't think there's anything it doesn't need. If you can see, it's a little dusty, it's a little old. It looks fun. It looks like it's called a Eureka Flex, based on the stickers up here, because there's also a sticker for the oil injection. I don't know, that could be a sticker from anything, honestly. Could be off a vacuum cleaner, who knows? But a couple of things that I want to do first off is we need to make sure this thing even has spark. We do know that it's a 2-stroke engine. Because there is oil and fuel here, there's also no way to check any oil for you kids at home there. We have got ourselves a little Harbor Freight sparkle tester to make sure this spark plug works. So give me a second to get that plugged up and I'll show you how that works. I've got a sparkle tester from Harbor Freight so we can check and make sure the spark plug is working. With these engines, there's really only 3 things you need: fuel, air, and a little fire to ignite the fuel. We're gonna go ahead and try and get this thing to bark off with a little starting juice. So stay tuned.
A few moments later.
All right, so we got this out of the package. One end is gonna hook onto your spark plug. We're probably gonna have to work on that. Never mind. And then the other end, well, it doesn't really click in there, but we're gonna have to get creative here.
I'm gonna come to this side and I'll grab this lever that locks the motor. Then he can try and rotate it and see if it has spark.
So we're looking for an orange glow in there. Hopefully I get shocked in the process.
It's gonna be hard.
We gotta figure out a new plan.
We'll be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, I am gonna hold it while he kicks it and hopefully nobody gets injured. Nope, keep going. We got spark.
I mean, I wasn't holding it tight enough, so.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's an orange glow. I'm getting spark too. It's got good spark. All right.
There's that shock we wanted.
Good news. This is the shock and awe factor of Rev Render Garage.
No, that will work. So
I hope
now,
you guys are just as shocked as we are.
now we know that it has spark. I guess next step is.
Cool. Let's go get some 2-stroke fuel. Wonder if we could find what one of these looked like brand new.
It looks way different than this.
Oh, really? So you're saying this has been heavily modified?
Can you tell by these blinkers? Yes, those skulls are blinkers.
No, this looks factory.
I don't know.
All that looks factory. This definitely looks factory right there.
Sure.
All the bare wires, and why would a factory ever cover that stuff up?
All right, let's go get some gas. See you in a second.
So now that we know we got spark, next thing we want to do is take a little spark juice and see if we can get this thing to bark off a little bit. We're going to just shoot a little in here. We'll get that ready to go. We can set you down on the workbench. We just want to see if this thing's going to try and pop. Let's just do that one more time.
Ready? He's gonna fucking start.
Yes! Let's go get some fuel.
Let's get this thing running. We'll see you in a second.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Harbor Freight sells pre-mixed 2-stroke gas, 50-to-1. But look at this, you guys. This is not even available yet. Nobody can come and buy this, but we could buy one today if we wanted to. This is a 2-in-1 mechanic seat and creeper. So it lays out as a creeper, but then also flips up into a mechanic seat. $49.99. This is pretty badass.
It's a new tool. They'll be available soon, but the manager told us if we wanted one, we could buy one if we, today if we want to take one home, but.
All right, now that we've verified that this thing is going to run, you guys heard it first.
So we got our oil gas mix from Harbor Freight.
Yep, so we're back, but we're missing the little lever on this fuel shutoff here. So we're gonna try and just install this new petcock. I'm hoping it'll work. Looks to be about a 15. Boom. Holy Jesus. Maybe we should rinse the tank out.
I would think that. All right, we're gonna rinse this tank out and see you guys once we go to install. Maybe if that's gonna, nope.
Nope. So we're just gonna have to clean that one off. All right, we were not able to get a new petcock on there because the one I happened to have in the bin just was not going to work. It was a little bit too big. But we did notice, we took the tank off, tried to clean it out. There really wasn't anything coming out of the tank. Everything was pretty much trapped right down in here. So now what I'd like to do is install a new lever on here. Now that we got the lever installed, we're gonna put some gas in and make sure we're getting some in this line right here. Just a tiny bit.
No problem, right?
Oh, I trust you. Nothing coming through yet. Go ahead and pour a little more in. I'm starting to see something. We're starting to get something down there now. A little bit more. Well, it's all over my fingers. So this petcock is leaking. Hold on here.
We wheeled it out really fast just because it was pouring fuel. right out of the carburetor.
Man, look at that though. That's just a
We're gonna have
oaky
to take
little
this off. I think
setup
it's some kind of jet in there,
with a
but
float
it is
bowl.
getting some fuel. Let's see if it cranks over. Oh. I think we're gonna have to take the carb off.
I think so.
So we are gonna go ahead and take the carb off, get it apart. If there's anything suspicious in there or something that is worth noting to you guys, if not, we'll see you once it's back on and clean.
All right, fuel line's giving us a little bit of a problem here. There we go.
Problem no more.
That's probably just what's in. No, never mind. It's not.
No.
I'm gonna pop this bowl off this carburetor here. Judging by the looks of the carburetor, you want to take any guesses? I'm gonna go ahead and say this thing is sludged up.
Yeah, for a long time.
You're supposed to go against me so we can bet.
Well, I don't want to have a losing bet though.
All right. Yeah, it should not just pour fuel out like that. The float should have come up and stopped it. I wonder if I have any carburetors that would.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
That's pretty small. You can try to put the Mikuni on there. Oh my gosh.
Not horrible, but definitely doesn't look new.
Well, everything's there. Seems.
Well, let's go ahead and pull it apart while we gut it apart. Where did that come off of? Oh, no?
No.
Yeah, that looked all right.
All right, well, we're gonna get it all cleaned out and put it back on the bike. We'll see once that's done. Okay, so as you guys saw, we got the carburetor cleaned. We have now got it back over to the bike. We installed it, fuel line back on. We turned the fuel on. Unfortunately, just started dumping fuel right back out of this inlet tube, just uncontrollably. So something inside of the carb is missing or obviously not correct. It should have some fuel in there. I'm just gonna show you guys what it does really fast. Boom. So you look at that, guys. Down here it's leaking. So that is not okay. So turn it off. That's pretty expensive fuel. So something is not right there. But it does have fuel in it. Now let's see if it starts up by itself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's a
Okay.
ripper. She's a ripper.
Okay. All right. So
Kind of seems like it was just going to do a wheelie.
it wanted to go. So that's definitely because this throttle cable is like super janky, old sticks. So I think with the new carburetor, new throttle cable, she should be ripping. So, I mean, really a couple cheap parts to order on Amazon. And there should be no reason why we're not out riding this thing once the weather's a little bit better. It looks nice today, but boy, is it freezing. But that's honestly a pretty good success right there. We hear it running, the motor is engaging, tires were spinning. It's ready for a ride once the fuel situation figured out.
All right, we will be back. Hope you guys enjoyed the first portion of that video. As you can see, we need to source a carburetor out. We need a throttle assembly, which that will be pretty easy. The carburetor might be a little bit more of a challenge.
Main thing, it runs.
Oh,
it
it
wanted
does.
to scoot. It was ready to rip. We just gotta get this carburetor figured out so the fuel's not dumping out and to warm up and get down the road. We're really not far away from riding this thing. So
Well, you guys stick with us here. We've got another episode of it coming out once we get the parts sourced out. But please remember to like, subscribe. If you don't mind, hit that like button on the video if you did like it. It actually helps out the algorithm on YouTube and helps us out. It doesn't cost you any money. It takes 2 seconds. You can do it from your phone.
appreciated, very much appreciated.
We'll see you on the next one.
Rev Render out.